Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today I thought we'd have a little play. Now I have been going through some of my stash and I have got so many napkins. I have got hundreds and hundreds, literally. So I thought it's about time I started using them again. Now I haven't done any napkin decoupage for ages and ages, so I thought I'd do sort of like a bit of a sort of a mixed media, really. A very simple, easy one. So I've got some book paper, which is this lovely, beautiful, this is really old, this paper. Now let me have it. It's 1832, so this book is really old, but it's absolutely beautiful. So this is what I'm using as the back on here, so it's a really good, lovely vintage one. So the napkins that I have picked on here are, I've tried to sort of like get a bit of a colour palette, or some of them sort of like so they actually match. So I've got some, I've picked these bits out that I want to put on the next one. So I've got little flowers, little tiny little flowers. I've got some script here, which I absolutely love this napkin. I've got some little birds. These are bits that I have used before, so I thought I'd use up as well. This is a beautiful one. I've got this lovely blue one it's got sort of like lace around it, which is absolutely gorgeous, and some beautiful bird cages, which is lovely. So I'm going to be using those today. And what other things I've used on here, I've got some gesso, I have done some stamping on there as well, so I've got a few sort of like background stamps here that can be used, which is nice. I've used stays on for that, because that's obviously, if you're going to wet it, it's not going to smudge. The glue, I've just glued it down with some glue stick. This is just a kiddie's glue stick, and it's a really sticky one, so it's a really good one, which is super tight kids glue stick. So, but you can use any glue stick. And I've also got a little bit of the white gesso primer that I use just over the top of it. But I think it looks really lovely. Not quite sure what I'm going to use it for. I might cut it up and use it into sort of journaling cards or tags or something like that, but I think at the moment I think it looks really pretty. So I'm going to make a few of these, and I thought I'd just show you how I do it, and they're quite nice to keep in your stash as well. So I'm going to pop that to the side. So I've got a piece of this lovely paper, so I'm just going to pop that to the side as well, because we only need one piece. Now I am just going to, I picked a few bits here, so I'm not sort of like, doesn't take ages to do the video, and I thought we'd have just a few bits and pieces around. I hope I'm in shot here, because it's a different shape paper, isn't it, a bit longer, so we can just have a few of these lovely bits all over it. Let's pop this down the bottom. So I'm trying to get a little bit organised. Let's just start. So all I'm doing is gluing the napkin down. Now I find this easy way to do it. Now I've done this before. Some of you might have seen the other videos that I've done, and it's so simple, and it's a lot quicker than actually wet glue. So I'm just going to stick that down. I just sort of like tap it down with just my fist like that, so it sticks down nicely and it doesn't rip or anything, and it looks really good, and it stays really there really well as well. So I'm going to pop the little birdhouse here. So just get some napkins out. I originally used to use napkins many moons ago when I used to decoupage onto wooden boxes, so that's how I have so many as well. And my mother-in-law sends me loads and loads. I have loads, and she gets some fantastic ones from the UK, which is lovely. That's why I have so many different ones, so I'm so lucky. So let's just stick these down. Now again, you can use, if you don't want to use glue stick, you can use any PVA glue, tacky glue, decoupage glue, anything you like, but I find that using a glue stick is really good. You can go over the top again with maybe some matte medium or something, or some Mod Podge, just to protect it, but I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing with them yet, so I'm just going to glue stick them down. Then later on I will probably, once I've figured out what I'm going to use them for, I will maybe gesso, not gesso, but some matte medium over the top just to protect it. So this one can just go in the corner, just like that. A little bit down here. So this is quite a nice sort of simple mixed media project. I was going to do something like this at the weekend, but I just didn't have enough time. So I thought we could do it today. Okay, what else shall we have on here? Let's have a look. Let's put, maybe we'll pop a little bit of script over the top as well. So I've got a paintbrush, I've got a little bit of water in here. So I'm just going to go down, let's have this much down here. And rip that down, just like that. Put that over the top. There are so many pretty napkins out and about now, hundreds and hundreds. Excuse me. Okay, so you can just keep sort of like layering the bits up. Let's have a little bit more down here. Oopsie daisy. Okay, let's have it down on this bit, I think. So just go over the top of the napkin, it doesn't hurt. Oops. Just like that. Squash it down. Okay, and then oopsie daisy. Little bits. Now what I'm going to do now, this is beautiful, I absolutely love this napkin. I'm not sure, I need to have a rummage through all my napkins to see if I have any more of these, but the birds are absolutely beautiful. So I'm just going to take a couple of these little flowers out, just like that. Just pop these up. Let's have another one, so let's get another little one here. I like the napkins which have got sort of like the flowers which are individual, so then you can sort of like just use individual flowers, and I think they look sort of like really pretty like that. So let's stick that one on here. Like that. If you've got lots of little bits of napkin, I know I do, so I need to really get those out as well. Bits that have already been used, you can just do a lovely collage. I think I've done that before. Here's another little one here I must have cut out. Because I've made some envelopes as well. I'll try and find the videos and then I'll pop the links down below so you can have a look at what I've done before. So what else can we have on here? Let's have another bit of this lace around the edge, because this is really pretty as well, isn't it? So let's just take a section of this. Maybe we'll pop it, maybe if I pop it down this side. Oops. Okay. Bit of glue. So you can stick it wherever you like. There is no right or wrong at all. Just wherever you like. Now I think I need one more of these little flowers. I'm going to have this little one here. There we go. Oops. I'm going to just pop that there, I think. Okay. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over it with a little bit of gesso. I quite like this little bit, so that's sort of like bare on that side. Quite liking that. So I'm just going to go over now with just a little bit of gesso. So let's pop all these little bits out of the way. So it doesn't take very long at all. So let's open this up, get my paintbrush, pop it into the lid. And then some of these bits are a little bit gluey, and then I'm just going to go over it just a little bit. Just like that, just lightly. Now I have said this before, when you're using gesso, just do little bits because it's very difficult to get rid of it. But you can always go over it if you put not enough. You can go over it again and darken it up, make it a little bit whiter if you want to, but it's very, very difficult to take it away when you're sort of like painting over something. So just go over a few bits just to give it a little bit of something else on there. I think looks really nice. A little bit up here. Sort of like blends everything in together, I think. This beautiful bird cage. There we go. A little bit more. Okay, I think that will do. Now I'm going to just quickly blast this. Let me put the lid on here. I'm going to quickly blast it with my heat gun just to dry it off. Okay, so I think that's pretty much dry now. Yes, it is. So now I'm going to get some of my stamps out. Now these are just sort of like cheap background stamps, which I'm going to use. Now let me just take this one off here. Now have I got my big one? There we are. Pop that on, using these stays on, just not all of it, just a little bit, because I don't want to stamp over all of it, just a little bit like that. Let's see, do we want more of this one? Let's have that a little bit there. On there, so I think that looks nice. Now let me just get a piece of tissue and just wipe that off. I shall clean these a little bit better later. Put that on there. Now this one, I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to, this is a sort of funny, sort of like tiny little bits of script on there. I'm just going to plonk that down on here, just in little random places, and a little bit that's at the bottom. Just like that. So I think that looks nice. Take that off. Right, I still haven't made any little pockets, laminated pockets for my the stamps yet, so I will have to do that at some point. So now I've got this one, which is a lovely one, which is 49 in Market. These ones that I got as well when I got the lovely birdcage stamp. These are quite nice, so I'm just going to do, I've got a little sort of scripty one there which says Journey. So let's just tap that on. No, this one doesn't. This one says Favourite. The other one does. let's just put that like that. Take that off. And then we have a few sort of like little numbers on this one, which is this one here. I don't know whether you can see that. Not very good. There we go, it's probably a bit better. But they're really nice. Really nice, sort of like good for mixed media, I think, more than anything. Let's have it down the side. And we just have one up at the top, so it's a nice sort of mix of things on here, which I think looks really, really nice. Take that off, trying to be more organised. There we go. Now I'm going to pop a few of these on, I think it needs a little bit more, just a few of these little flowers. Just take this off. Just like that. Just a few of these little white bits down here as my glue stick. So really, sort of anything goes on here. I think it looks really nice. Now what I'm going to do, what I did on this one, wherever I did my last one, here, just see slightly, I'm not sure whether you can, I've just gone around these little bits with the white, with one of my little white pens here. This is a Uniball pen, so this is a white one. So just make sure things are dry. Probably can't see it too well on here. Just sort of like outlined the sort of bird a little bit down here. A few of the flowers, just like that. Just gives it a little bit more interest on there as well. So it's almost like doing a into your sort of like art journal, isn't it, really? Put on a piece of paper, piece of booked paper, which I think looks really, really nice. Perfect. And I think probably that would be enough on there, which I think looks really, really nice. And now I have two which match really well. Not sure what I'm going to do, but I am making a journal here, which I think, I'm not sure whether I've showed you before, just doing one with the this is the botanicals one, and I think these would probably match in quite nicely into here as well on some of the blank pages, tea stain pages that we did. So I think they would look really nice to make little envelopes or tags and things like that, so they all look nice. So there we go, guys. Please do give it a go. Get some napkins out, a little bit of glue, bit of gesso, a couple of little stamps, and do a little bit of collage, and I think they look really, really lovely. It's quite relaxing to do as well, so it's a nice little project for you, and I think I need to relax a little bit more and do a few more little things like this, which is really nice. So I'm going to carry on and make a few more. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're all safe and well. Please do take care, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.